$39,000 billion. That is the United States national debt right now in 2026. And it is growing by $5 billion every single day. So the real question is, should you be worried? Let's break it down. The national debt is the total amount of money the US federal government owes. Every year, the government spends more than it earns in taxes. That gap is called the deficit. And every deficit adds to the debt. Think of it like a credit card. You spend more than you earn, so you borrow. Next month, you still cannot pay it off, so you borrow more. Now you are also paying interest on last month's borrowing. That is exactly what the US government is doing, but at a $1 trillion scale. And the deficit for this fiscal year alone? The government projects a $2 trillion deficit in 2026, one of the largest in American history outside of COVID. That means the US is borrowing over $166 billion every single month. Per person, your share of the national debt is already $113,792. Per household, $288,676. Here is where it gets really dangerous. Interest payments. In 2025, the US paid $970 billion just in interest on its debt. That is nearly $1 trillion gone. Not for schools, not for roads, not for defense. Just to pay the bill on old debt. In Treasury yield surging past 5.19%, the highest in nearly 20 years, those costs are only going to climb higher. The Congressional Budget Office projects the debt could balloon to $56 trillion within a decade. By 2030, the US debt to GDP ratio will shatter the all-time record set after World War II. And by 2056, debt could reach 175% of GDP. Economists warn of a debt spiral, where rising debt pushes up interest rates, higher interest rates slow the economy, a slower economy means less tax revenue, and less revenue means even more borrowing. It is a vicious cycle, and the US is dangerously close to the edge. You might think this is the government's problem, not mine. But here is the truth. Higher national debt means higher interest rates on your mortgage, your car loan, and your credit card. It means potential cuts to Social Security and Medicare programs millions depend on. It risks higher inflation if the government tries to print its way out. And it weakens America's position in the global competition with China. The US national debt is not just a number on a screen. It is a slow-moving crisis, one that will shape the economy, your savings, and your future. The clock is ticking. If you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe. Drop a comment. Do you think the US can get its finances under control? We will see you in the next one.